Hello all, welcome back to another episode of the Macedonian campaign. It's quite obvious that I need another army because I don't have... I'm fighting every Germanic tribe and I have to leave exposed positions, and it's just been a back and forth. Even though my economy has in public order is improving, I need another army. I am uh, getting one more army here that I can send up, and that will, but I still need one extra army to go through here and seize this territory. And this army, it's still pikemen. They're too far up in order, so I can't exactly reform them to what I have started making with all of these other armies. I don't know exactly if this is a good idea, but it gives me an ability to fight on walls, essentially. And if the enemy has only these spears, then they should be enough, buy me enough time to make a pike wall on the walls, and then I can just retreat them. And they're quite armored and like they're armored enough to last a while. So anyway, I will end the turn, I guess. I can't make any new moves here, so I'm protecting Uspuris and Isturus. My initial objective with this campaign was to just make a starting guide, but then it's expanded. Like, first it was take the Greece, take the Thracians out, and then the Romans attacked. So okay, I will take out Rome as well. But Rome is an Iberia. They've taken over large parts of Iberia, and they also seem to be expanded into Africa, and apparently they have taken Carthage. This leaves me an option that I have to soon worry about getting land invaded if the fear comes through, but the Romans seems to be expanding now very rapidly. They should have their imperial reform as it is turn 151, and that makes the Romans pretty tough. Maybe the Agimas and this army is much better suited to fight the Romans with all the pike phalanx than what they are, than what my newer armies are. Even though the Agimas with 21 attack, it's pretty powerful, don't get me wrong. But maybe like the swords will definitely struggle against the legionaries. Absolutely. Anyway, it's time to end the turn. So I have to keep an eye on Sicily now, and maybe I should just take out. But again, I'm at war with all the Germans. I have to deal with them first. Fortunately, I have another full stack coming in here that will start marching towards them. The Romans have now made a fleet here, and if it came down to well, there's lots of missiles here. Absolutely, they would butcher me in a. I have too few archers, or maybe it would be enough to deal with these slingers. I mean javelin men. But let's see. We can defend ourselves here in protective stance, I think. So they lose some ships, and we lose our fleet here, but they will replenish, right? And then they can't replenish, and they will have to go back. And I get 4,000 there. That's great. But it's a bad sign for me that the Romans are starting to come here by sea. means that naval supremacy is not. They started expanding their fleet. Let's see what the Romans do next. But I do have a fleet in the Black Sea that I can probably move towards Massalia. And then I can have that as a guard.
While the spirits of our
I don't need you
ancestors
against
have
the
no
Macedonians, the rebels. Enemy will be slowly starving. Governor, okay. Bad omen, how dare they come with the bad omens? They should say we got. Else, so got this fleet thing was. We have a fleet. Aha, yeah, we have this fleet toolbar. And they are keeping these Bastarnos fleet in check. Can I attack them here, or are they safe in the waters? Nah, if I do that, they will just...
None shall pass!
Nah, I can't do that. I must draw them out. So that's unfortunate that I will have to keep my ships here. I would rather have them...
Blockade!
I will retreat from the blockade here because that's no point. I'm not going to... I don't want to go in here anyway. So... I have to go here with my fleet. I'll have to deal with the Bastarnos also. And then get rid of the Dacian tribes here, and then maybe I can do something here. So we'll have to deal with those Folksmen. That is gonna be really tough, but I think these Agimas are up to it. They are extremely formidable. And again, Pulpideva has gotten themselves a new... very well, let's go here. Athens can get a library. Why I'm building libraries is just because it reduces the empire maintenance, and that's something I need to do. And I also can now deal with the rebels. 6,000 nobles here, 3,500 noble. Oh, 87,000 people in this. Find some fire maintenance up with him. He has starting at a higher commander, yes sir. So is the heralds, Thanos, Helen's faithfuls, a fleet, I think. Yes, it's a no, it's an army. If I can, yep, okay, it's an army. Let's reinstate this one. That way they already have army traditions and all that, so it is an advantage. Here I do not have the third barrack that I could actually get rid of this Athenian barrack.
Ready
because
for
it's not
battle.
like I'm going to use it, but I'm gonna hire that, and next round I can then I can probably get myself the peltas also. So we have the support elements, but not the sword elements.
We hunger for battle.
And then we can just keep moving. That the sail, that sounds good, actually. Let's get the support
you
as
ready
for
to
as many
serve?
units we can. 4, okay. Can we get... What else do we need? Oh, we can't get anything else here. So we'll be happy with just the peltas from this army. And then we'll get more... Sacrificeable. Yes. So now... Can I keep moving with this fleet? No, it's done. Okay, let's go up to Istrus and deal with this rebel
Commander.
force.
Wipe them out.
Wipe them out. All of them.
You have further orders.
Go. Sons of Ares got a new army tradition. And 11 in 11 minus.
Ready for orders.
It's gonna be winter.
At once. Ready for further orders.
Let's see what we can get. Ooh, the veteran hoplites, absolutely. Even more movement, please. Let's go for the extra attack on the spears. And here we already have maximized our infantry here and the bows. Reduce the upkeep. Get more. Let's make it more. Let's improve our dread here. No, wait. If I go for the dread, I can't go for this reduced. Or can I? Well, I should be able to. Go dread. Statesman. So yeah, a little bit reduction in the enemy morale, essentially. That's what that dread does. It's a very powerful and handy tool.
Ready for battle.
What is this army going to do? I could move him up. But oh, this is such a hard choice to be stuck with all of these troops everywhere.
What do you wish of me?
But the
Tread on me
Swebis
softly.
are really building up a force here. And they already also have this army here. Quality wise, it can't stand up against this, but in numbers,
At your command.
that's what I need to fear. For respect.
At your service. My wits and words are yours.
I guess we'll have to end it the turn, whilst the new army is marching up.
Ready for battle.
Gonna take a little while, and then I'm also recruiting the new army here. Already got the mercenaries and a little bit improvement for them. And then we just move up and get everything else. I guess I have to fear the Romans because they will just come by sea. No. That's good. But 3 children lost there. What have we done to deserve
Ready
this?
for battle.
Okay, let's go up here.
Advance. You have further orders?
Time to get this, the
Come,
elite
fight
cavalry
with us.
and start recruiting the Agimas. That's enough for this turn. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Then we will start getting the swordsmen next turn. The levies would be very cheap to fill out the ranks with what we want the quality. Yeah.
Ready for battle.
I fear that this Macedonian army here, it will be overwhelmed by all the Germanic tribes. So I fear that, but we need to focus on one enemy at a time here, get ourselves an edge. This is freezing weather right now, so I can't move all the way, but we can move a little bit closer here towards Armagatusa. So we got deal with this enemy here in the flank. This navy here, or the enemy navy,
It is an honor to serve.
is not recruiting right now. So got an option to send this arm. Ooh, oh, the Romans have landed in Sicily. This is means that this army will have to go to encounter here. The Carthaginians seems to the Roman plague is coming with a vengeance. Will they come back? Will they take Italy back? Well, we really need a fleet here to face off the Romans and sink the Roman fleet. We really need that, and I don't think it's gonna be sufficient to just have the heavy ships. I need more of the ships of the heavier caliber. This will be good enough, but it also costs a lot. So I'll try to recruit from Athens a new fleet so that I can bolster this army's ramming capability, because I can't do it with just four archers. These are not exactly powerful in ramming. So I need something, so at least 7 ramming ships to be able to sink army rapidly, and that those ships are also like good enough to withstand a ramming themselves from smaller ships. So that is the objective for now.
At your service.
3 turns, and then we'll get that minus upkeep for fleet. That will help, and then we will have to go finish this tech, I think. So then we also get this siege holdout, and then we can start finishing off these more cultural conversion and tax rates and all that. We need to bolster our economy as much as possible. It's only minus now due to the winter, I think. But end the turn, and on to the next one, I guess. Yes, we must end the turn. occupation, obviously. What ruler would allow such hypocrisy
Your orders.
to... Let's go here. The Romans are coming in now. Panormos and that will have
Your
to
next
be
command.
wary. Two
Assembling the
ships.
fleet.
Maybe. Yeah, then I got all the ships I want for. But here I lack the
Commander.
swords now. I don't have enough cash. Don't think so. No, this infantry is a little bit too out of my price range. And all of a sudden my massive income has now massively reduced. Reduced. -9, -2, Kasurgis. Alright, now it's time for Sarmisegetusa to fall.
Ready for battle.
Maybe we can see our swordsmen in action.
Besieging settled. We cannot pass here.
Oh, the enemy has nothing there.
Ready for orders.
Quite obviously, if I can shoot the Folksmen here, that is the obvious target. Those Folksmen will drop to archer fire, but are quite formidable if they actually get within my reach. But I need a couple of turns in order to... I need a couple of turns here. Okay, so 7 turns. We'll go for 2 siege towers also. And then we attack.
Besieging settlements.
We already have 2 ladders, but we need to get several angles on them. So that they maybe split up their defense.
We hunger for battle.
We can prepare this army for movement. Let's see, Apollonia. Apollonia has a lot of the second class population. And I can move this army because this army already have its elite class recruitment done. So it can move to the second class population. And then this one have to move here. I need to deal with this and have an army right here so it can defend both Panormos and Akragas. And then I will have to sink all the Roman fleet and maybe even go up here and take out the Romans have made it they have created a path for me to take. They made it so that I can probably, instead of going all the way through Iberia, I can go through Africa and thus getting into Iberia that way. So that is a possibility. Here they're blockading me with a fleet. This fleet is a very high. They will probably rout, but I still need also to make a feast, and I will have to do that next turn. Here we improve our public order here. We're holding this, and we're also gonna take this one. So there's lots going on in this campaign. Anyway, time to next round, I guess. And hope the Romans don't attack me. Massalia. And I also like, I have had 2 civil wars. So now it's another faction that's emerged here that hates the Romans, that are also hates barbarians, which is good for me because hey, that's an expensive, and we are expanding our armies, or expanding our empire, but it has been a little bit of a tricky. The biggest challenge with Empire, the Vetempera, It is managing the empire and making sure, because you can expand all you win all the battles, but you can lose the war with the finances. And I've done so also in some campaigns. And 2,800, that's quite low. Or now I'll get more public order here, that's good. More maintenance, more research, yes. And I will upload, like me and Hetman, we played, we are playing the co-op campaign also, but my game crashed and I lost a large part of my recording. But when he has uploaded part 3, I will upload my small version of the campaign that I have so far. Well, after that continuation, I will probably have this setting, because I think this is much better. I think I was a bit too loud in the in Hetman's, but I guess we know for the future. Yeah, we got a new rebellion here, but we have armies already ready, so population surplus where Illyricum. Okay, so you have that, and you already have the. What else do we need? 1,000. So next round we will have an extra. Let's see how things are going here. Okay, the enemy is not doing anything here. They're just standing there. That's good for me. Have to move this fleet down here towards Sicily. I think Taras has enough. I have a capability in Taras to get the swordsman. Let's go here. It will be really crappy if my fleet or armies attacked in this undersea, whilst it at the sea. Yeah. 2 turns there. Victoria. And then we'll get a little bit more income. See, expand the mines. Obviously, that's no questions there. Okay. So we'll get this army up, and we'll get some new buildings and a less reduction on our fleet upkeep. But the Carthaginians are just standing here doing nothing. Hopefully we get some income so we can get more the remaining 2 swords units next round. And San Misegatusa probably suffering attrition, right? Yes, they're suffering attrition. So that's less men we have to fight.
For the gods!
I'm suffering a little bit attrition myself, but they are suffering more. Okay, end turn.
Only the greatest dare speak of peace to their enemies. Only the weak seek the death of all.
We could take it, leave them with Kasurgis, so we wouldn't have the full province. But it would free up an army to go towards Yugos after we have dealt with Daciai. We will deal with everything here. Go here, take out the Bastarnos, first of all, and liberate Ulba. Then go back towards the Gate and Daciai. I won't have to play this now. Let them attack me if they want. And they probably are, yeah. Got a half strength garrison militia here. And the enemy is gonna attack. They have mainly spears. Some fearsome swords. With a noble swordsman and scare factor here. I must target down these pikemen as they can inflict casualties even though they will suffer themselves. And of course deal with the archers. I got some extra archers here that will be useful. But other than that, maybe I'll keep the militia, the hoplites and that, and just use them as flank guard. To allow my swordsmen to rest up. But this is a very formidable army. So let's fight these Webos here. They got angry that I refused the peace settlement. The Battle of East. And if you want to know the strength of this army compared to the pike army that I had in the very beginning or formed up, it is the flexibility and the more higher armor piercing missiles that's the difference. It just allows me to weaken the enemy up badly with the missiles while still having a very lethal pike wall with these Agimas. These Agimas are extremely deadly, like 21 melee attack. They will kill anything that touches them. I still have a lot of anti-cavalry with my slingers. Of course, my cavalry is very formidable. The pike wall, it is a pike wall, of course. As long as the enemy comes frontally, charging into me, they will hold, and then I would be able to flank. This is how much more kill the enemy army, essentially. Lots of attack in all units, essentially, except the archers here. The Peltas can also fight, but they are not boosted by the infantry trait, like the swords and other regular infantry, or if I would have gone for the levy trait. So missile troops doesn't benefit from that. These troops may be decent, but they will never be as good as dedicated melee warriors. So that's the difference, and let's start the battle. The general is ready. The enemy might be in front of me, but so the enemy is coming up. We'll have to advance up to meet them. Now our militia hoplites are starting to come in, but I think they're too slow. And I also don't like their unit cards are coming in here, distracting me. So I think I will just withdraw them actually, because I don't need them here. We can keep the archers, but everything else can just retreat. Retreat, retreat, retreat.
Double time. Ready and waiting. At speed. Ready and waiting.
Slingers up.
Speed. Orders.
General is here.
At your service.
On archers.
Missiles awaiting targets.
Yes.
Macedon.
On here to the unshielded side of the enemy. And our archers will now start firing shortly against the enemy cavalry.
Yours to command.
I have to be close with my heavy cavalry so they are
Missile
protected.
infantry ready.
It looks like the enemy will just charge themselves head on. Anyway, let's focus on the archers of the enemy. Let's kill those. Okay, can we get a full charge?
Slingers.
These slingers are shooting. The cavalry is going around and they're going to flank my general. Luckily I attacked. But the enemy is coming in with more, but they're going for my peltas, I think. My infantry here is taking up the most of their horsemen, and the slingers are still shooting. My general is winning decisively against those lighter cavalry units, and the enemy is coming in now.
Archers.
Time to me to focus fire on the heavy pikemen, and I also must try to prevent the other heavy pike units from getting into combat. The enemy has these proven spears that I'll have to fear.
Royal Thorax Swordsman. Haxiarchos. Orders.
Time for me to charge here.
Charge.
I will never be able to match the charge of these bear warriors,
For glory.
but I can absolutely wreck enemy troops with these. Okay, that's a phalanx, pike phalanx. Oh, the archers are in melee combat, not good. Let's try to wrap around here with our swords. Let's try to get rid of these because these are actually causing a little bit of damage towards my men. Get here, go around, charge those melee units. Black light here. We are massacring the enemy, just like they still have enough large amount of units. I want to deal with those swords. I don't want to have my swords fight the enemy swords in like honest fighting. War isn't fair, as they say. Now we're routing out these light spears, and also we got the bear warriors on the run. Now we can attack those lighter spears. We also want to keep their swords busy. Charge in here, and charge those bear warriors. Gonna kill off these fake swordsmen. The thorax swordsmen are dealing with these proven spearmen. Their formation has been breached, and the Agimas are slaughtering the enemy in close combat. The enemy only have their heavier, so that's good for me to know. Oh, the lancers here took quite severe damage from something. But charge in.
Ready.
With
Attack
the
their
flank.
position. Royal Thorax Swordsman.
Charge the heavy phalanx units. These proven spears are now also fighting archers. The general survived. Let's go for it against these proven. That's one less unit we have to worry about. Let's go with the swords. Flank. Well done there, and that should be our army losses now kicking in. Now the peltas can be used to run down the enemy.
command! Peltasts! Advance!
So I hope I
Macedonians
didn't
ready!
get too much
Forward,
friendly fire
Commander!
on my heavy lancers.
Charge!
Kill off the
Engage!
bear warriors so that we don't have the
Cavalry
spear
ready!
fact to deal with in the future. And obviously the slingers have to hold their fire. Oh, that's a king. Okay, that's a guard.
Archers!
Archers,
Advance,
run them
Commander!
down.
Forward! Your orders! Tribute, advance! Your orders!
Same thing with these. Let's go for the slingers.
Ready, men!
Just do
Advance!
stump
Ready
them.
and waiting! Move! Operate! March!
Pretty sure I got everybody there. We gotta deal with all these four
Companion cavalry!
4-speed units that our Peltas can't catch.
Missile infantry at your command!
With those,
Royal Thorax swordsmen!
Thorax swordsmen can just act a little bit more disciplined and just go back and guard. But yeah, the Agimas are they did well. Still killed many units here.
We await orders!
Back those light spears there. They don't have much armor, but can still get rid of them. And those spear warriors we definitely want to get rid of.
Engage!
That's another light spear unit. Pretty good charge. Here we're really trying to get everybody that we can. Yes, do that. Gonna keep my eye on my generals so we can see where he goes. These peltas, they're not as nimble as the archers and everybody else. Like, so they will tire. I'll have to deal with them because that's one less unit for the enemy anyway. So I might not be totally concerned about that unit. Still one more unit that the enemy will have. Want them to replace as much as possible. The Thorax swordsman did well against the proven shield spearmen. And so did the peltas. Like they hurl and do their thing. The enemy suffers. This pelta Argima took some casualties against the enemy's spears, I would imagine. But they also did a lot of damage. Will I be able to get those? No, I won't be able to get them in time. Okay, we can take the battle. What I could read from the statistics screen is that this late heavy lancer they suffered from friendly fire. We got ourselves fleet management. Some more children are born. Aha! Extra wealth from all. That's excellent. Okay, the enemy got destroyed there. That's good. How is the Macedonians? Are they doing? -5. They need a party. Narbo and plus. That's taking away almost all my income. That's not very nice of them. And the Roman transports are coming in now. We must advance up here.
And glory.
We must also land in that. Oh, wait, go here,
Back, Cerberus.
go to
back.
Taras,
Yes.
and then go here to the river here.
Put your backs
We
into
can
it, you men.
probably, yes, we can march up here, and we will be able to recruit
At your command.
all the swordsmen here. Is it wise to go with swords against Rome? Not really. But we have no choice. We also get more replenishment now when this is done. So let's just go for the what should we go for? Extra construction here, reducing the construction cost, and also for here. Yeah, let's go for the agricultural here. Get everything here, and then we can see what we do.
We hunger for battle.
We
Ready for orders. At your command.
well, the good thing that this late sacred squadron it replenished itself.
To victory!
Okay.
Leave none alive. On the move. We hunger for battle.
Are we willing to commit against two, well, 1.5 Slavic armies?
At your command.
Once I was taking Kasurgis, I must hold it. I will get 1 army per. Oh, maybe I can recruit 1 extra swordsman here. The money that I got. Almost! Damn it. The Apulians are also. Wow, look there. 22 melee defense for a sword infantry. Interesting. We'll start slingers. Quite interesting. Let's see. This is stable, that's good. This is definitely not stable, but we have the armies to repel any rebellion. Nothing else, so we can hold the Germans there whilst we take over Sicily and the hold here. Unfortunately, Akragas and that is a pretty bugged. At least when I played Sicily in the co-op with you know, who is Bertman. So we will get this, hold here, and then hold here first. Try to sync everybody, and then go. Let's just we'll get a library up. Tusa. Oh, that's important. The smart thing would just to siege them out. That would be sort of the safe thing to do, but just to hold and see, starve them out and get everything. Seem to be some new liberated factions. Ah, winter. Hmm. Enemy is starving in 4 turns. They will go.
To battle!
We have the towers now.
For the gods! Let them cower like
We have
kennelled
everything
dogs!
we wanted to have. So if I preserve my slingers to fire at the archers, and the archers can fire at the towers, and well, folksmen. These folksmen are not to be messed with. Alternatively, I can just shoot the folksmen, ignore the archers, and melt their Celtic swords or Celtic spears in melee combat. And that in turn means that the bowmen can't defend themselves. I would want to try it, but it's stupid. Like, I can starve them out and they will come to me and I can butcher them in the open field. But it's 4 turns until then. Let's make an assault. Let's actually make... I am hesitant here. Okay, so I get 2 light siege towers, light, and then 2 ladders. So I can attack with 6 units at once. The enemy can't be everywhere. Or maybe they can. Let's do an attack. Dry weather is what we want. We have 6 up the walls, but we have 6 options we can use. We have to try to get a good angle here. It would be pretty clear to go to the open street, but then here's also probably where the enemy would gather their strength most. Let's gather up the Agimas first of all. Drop this
As you command!
and get the spears.
Into the tower!
Swords
Man
into
that
the
siege tower!
territory.
Hades
And why we're
grants
getting the swords up
vile
here
barracks,
is because
swordsman!
this is a very open field and will be hard to cover. So I will probably not attack there, but this is pretty... I have to see where the enemy is first before I attack and commit, but I will definitely spread out the siege towers So we are a little bit of everywhere.
Pikes at the ready. Happy to serve the people. Royal thorax swordsman. At your service. Foot companions.
Okay, can have some Agimas right here, just in case these men come unchallenged, then they can go up the walls. But then I will have to try to... It's too bottlenecky. It's too much room for the enemy to go. We'll have to have some archers everywhere, or I make a concentrated attack. Concentrated attack where I can burn these towers and burn these towers, and then one archer should be good enough to burn those. So I guess one archer per... Yeah, let's go for one archer. We will have to see where the enemy is. Can't tell you exactly where the enemy will be, but I expect heavy losses in this assault, as it is quite stupid, frankly, to actually attack Folksmen when I doubt the ammunition is enough for all of them, and I fear that it's going to be very... because these are not cheap units that I'll have to replenish if I lose them. So I have to see what to do. Check out Folksmen there and Folksmen there. We'll have to deal with the archers first and foremost. If we can deal with the archers, that will allow me to actually get to the wall. Now the towers have unlimited ammunition, so that's the thing. But if I take the towers, then they will shoot the enemy, and the enemy has no armor. The slingers I will use to get the Folksmen here. Try to pick them off before combat. The archers I can use against the enemy archers. And we killed one of them. Yay! Where does it go? Oh. Why is Peltas going up? Don't want that. Okay, let's go. There's a lot of tribesmen here in the center. Keep shooting them down there. This is a dread general, good, because that will reduce the morale of the enemy. Don't tell me I'm shooting the folks. I mean town folks. Those are pretty crappy troops. Hey guys, shoot the Dacian Folksmen, please. Let's just make sure the arrows actually hit. Yes, good. Okay, I routed one bowman here. That means that they are free to... I'm free to advance here, essentially. But I must deal with the other unit. But the town folks are here are in the way of my... They actually have quite a lot of missile defense. But we can deal with these Celtic archer units. hoping that by weakening up this unit a little bit for combat, it will sort of help me get the breach, because this is a good killing power here for the enemy. Okay, routed one unit there. Let's go to the other one. The station Folksmen here are suffering a little bit, but there's still a lot of them, so I can't be complacent. I think the slingers also hit these bowmen a little. I mean, town folks, and now still just a little bit. Now we got rid of that. Maybe I should just target them just so that we get one unit out of the way, and then it's just another one. But again, the Folksmen are the killing power of the forces. We can shoot that. We are weakening up these station Folksmen. They're pretty low in morale. I'm hoping that will help me. 36 morale is quite low. Then they only have the spears here. That would be their killing power. Okay, these archers are going a little bit too close. Maybe they were chasing an enemy. It would be wasteful of the archers right there. I will save the ammunition here on these archers. These will go head on. These Folksmen are moving backwards. These archers are now out of ammunition. So we have made our little preparation stage with those. The slingers are still going to hurt. The slingers are still going to bleed the defenders here, making it one less unit that I will have to fight. But still, there are some troops here that I fear. These men got rid. No, those bowmen are now retreating.
Macedon!
So now I have an option. Should I take the archers up? Because they're probably moving them now towards here, sort of block me off. But they can't block me off if I actually advance. Yeah, I'm advancing here. Yeah, I will try to attack with both sides here right now, as I can. And this archer unit will try to deal with this one. The thorax swordsman can go here. Attack here. And attack this one with archers and slingers. We have to get rid of all their killing power. These tribesmen should not be hard to deal with, but these Folksmen will be hard to deal with. But the enemy archers have almost nothing left. It would be advantageous to attack here as well. Here there is no Folksmen around, so the enemy is stretched a little thin. Go. Archers have gotten their target. Their job is done. They're still hurting the Folksmen. Can hurt the Celtic tribesmen a little bit. Let's just weaken up their HP power.
Sons of
Or health, rather. So we can then prepare our
in service of the people.
But these Agimas should be able to fight in a melee combat. They have a very high attack. Town folks are good now. Let's hold fire. Hold fire here and hold fire here. Ah. 50% tower fire damage here. They only have one armor, these tribes. So these swords should be fine, but they don't have any Agimas around. I have one Agima, that should be sufficient. We have some Peltas here to help with supporting roll though. 69. And the enemy is actually leaving the walls. Huh. 73. Ooh, these towers actually take a lot of damage.
Royal Thorax
Okay, we
Swordsman!
already landed.
Prepare to engage!
Time to deal with the Foxmen head on.
Royal Thorax Swordsman!
We must,
Ready!
Okay, that's what we can.
Royal Thorax
Right,
Swordsman!
we have the tower. Let's
Draw weapons!
flank around. Get the
Warriors of
Agimas
Macedon,
up on the walls.
double time!
Hurry up.
Infantry ready! Royal
Let's
Thorax
get,
Swordsman!
okay, let's charge the tribesmen.
Orders!
We can. And form ourselves up. We can take this tower, so let's do it.
Foot companions! Double time!
Okay, we are on
Royal
the wall
Thorax Swordsman!
now. Yeah, here we go. The combat has begun.
Ready, men! Royal Thorax Swordsman! Quick march!
Ooh, ha! Ouch.
Melee troops awaiting
Yeah,
orders.
fortunately I got more and more men coming in, and after their little volley, I should be fine. I'm also taking this little tower, reducing that one, but the enemy towers is probably doing most of the damage.
Royal Thorax Swordsman!
What is this? Oh, 100 damage there, okay. That's unfortunate. Gotta get rid of that.
Foot companions!
Go here. So, guys, go up here if you can. If you're able to go up on the walls
Double
here, then
time!
let's do so. Is it
And
bugged?
speed!
Come on, man. I know you can do it.
Double time!
Use those walls there. Use the tower
Melee
there.
infantry at your command!
Yeah, here our men are starting to get a little bit
Royal
tired.
Thorax Swordsman! Macedon!
We have now got a foothold here. Gonna use the Agimas here.
Foot
We're gonna
companions!
send in the foot companions here to help in the fight.
Royal Thorax
Drive them off.
Swordsman! Melee troops awaiting orders!
People have taken this tower.
Form up!
And
And
let
the
us
double.
get this to the walls. We are taking on this.
Macedonians ready! Advance at
Ready
speed!
and waiting.
Should take this one now so they can start firing. Yeah,
Double
here we
time!
go. Let's charge in here.
Royal Thorax
These horsemen are still
Swordsman!
fighting.
Companions!
They took a lot of damage from these towers though.
Royal Thorax Swordsman!
charge in
At
here.
your service.
Also get the
And the double.
Dima pikemen right here to block off any enemy reinforcements.
Royal
So we can then
Thorax Swordsman.
take on
Melee
these
troops.
tribesmen.
Foot
Dima is moving
companions.
in here.
Royal Thorax Swordsman. Advance at speed.
Dima
Foot companions.
up.
Double time.
There we go. We took
Royal
the
Thorax Swordsman. Melee infantry.
walls.
Foot companions.
Nice time for us to block off the street.
At speed. Pike infantry. Ready.
Then we can only hope that the towers do enough damage.
Royal Thorax Swordsman. Break the lines.
Break the lines. Let's
Foot
just
companions.
yeah, we gotta form our alliance up.
Proud sons of Macedon. Royal Thorax Swordsman.
Go here. Let's go up.
Foot companions.
Or we ready. Looks like we have taken the tower now. Towers.
Royal Thorax Swordsman.
Right. Gotta take our
Warriors
Disagima.
of
Gonna go
Macedon.
here
Macedon.
and form up. But I don't think we're gonna go here, but we never know.
Pikes at the ready.
Disagima seems to have most of its men ready.
For Macedon.
Position to be able to advance up here.
Quick march. Happy to serve the people. Royal Thorax Swordsman.
Have the
Foot
Agima move up
companions.
here.
In service of the people.
So advance up
At
here.
the double. Stin and Tully's ass.
Yep, the enemy charges in here. And there's a big stabbing from the enemy. But now we should start killing them.
Pike
And form up
infantry.
a pike wall right there. We have our infantry support. The Gimas are climbing up these walls. Soon the army losses will kick in. We'll win. However, the enemy is in our flank.
Royal Thorax Swordsman.
We can't allow that.
Melee infantry ready.
So we're starting to rack up the kills.
Foot companions.
Agima go up here.
For Macedon. Double time.
Wow, this unit is taking a little bit more damage.
Royal
before.
Thorax Swordsman.
There we go,
Foot
that's good
companions.
for them. Now let's try to
Royal command.
make a wall along these buildings here. And if we go to the city center, that should be good game.
Macedonians ready.
The enemy doesn't have precursors now, so we could
Fly.
quickly advance up here.
Royal Thorax Swordsman.
And then once we go to this breach here, we will have the city. The enemy notices that.
Macedon. Double
Sending
time.
in an additional Fox unit.
Hades can wait.
Let's go here and take over that
Strategos.
settlement.
Pikemen ready for orders.
Let's go up here and then block off the
For the
walls.
gods of
Have
Olympus.
swords and ready.
Kyrie. Foot companions.
He'll be here
At
and
the
hold his
double.
position. Form up there. Okay, so it was more. Yeah. Okay, here they come with all their sedation. Oh, it will be a little bit in the flank, I think. Yes. Ouch. Bad positioning. Bad positioning on my part. I'm sorry, Agima. I'm sorry, I failed you.
Royal Thorax! By your command!
And let's go in here. Maybe get the ticket started, and maybe also get a flanking attack. The enemy is committing with all their troops here. Still getting some missile support, so that's good.
Happy to serve the
And
melee
let's take
infantry
this
at your
small
Royal Thorax
town.
swordsmen!
Oh, and they're getting a tower
Foot companions!
right there, so let's move
Ready!
back with this Agima.
For the gods
Orders!
of Olympus! Charge!
We're slaughtering them a little bit. But we gotta hold them up, their reinforcements. Now let's just charge in here.
Royal
Fuck them off. We get the timer, we get the win.
Ready and waiting! Sting Antony's ass!
Got to decimate them, this is... Yeah, they will just be scared. Like, oh crap, the enemy flanked us. That makes it easier for the Titan, as we only need to break the enemy, don't need to kill the enemy. Go, go, go! Here we go. Now let's place our Agimas together.
Advance at speed! At the double!
And they're good to go. We're taking their... Let's see, we have one final volley. We can go for a flaming shot right here. And then we can move up with this Agima around. Take this round as well. But the timer for the enemy will start now. Once we've taken this one. Ah! Out of ammunition. Well, the slingers can just shoot the Celtic swords, I guess. And the enemies have to deal with all of their... all the enemies here. So they're... So in a couple of, like 3 minutes, we will have the win. Then we need to go here, I guess. Take everything and guard this.
Royal Thorax
And if the enemy goes around with some town folks, what are they going to do? This tower is shooting my Agimas. They're now formed up. And we're starting doing damage towards the folks. We don't fear these troops there, we can face them with the sword unit. And then we're hurling their precursors right there. They have 2 javelins, that's a little bit something we have to respect, but they won't kill a big number of troops. It will just cause some hit points damage. Well, there we go with the army losses. So it was a good siege.
Ready for battle!
See this culture. Well, all regions there, so we got a little bit. Oh, we have a slum right there, we don't want that. We get the barracks. And we will try to get this, ooh. So these, they can get some units without actually Aha, and this one will get me the elite units, which we don't need. Let's disband this also. Then we can get. No, I need to save the cash actually, because if I get rid of this one, get rid of the other one, then
At your command.
I will need the funds. Otherwise, a new slum will simply come in, and we can't allow that. Okay, and the library will be 2,000. I will get 2,000 also. Yeah, save that.
Commander.
And here we can move up to Placentia. And now our flanks here are guarded.
Ready
And now
for
we can
orders.
sink the Roman fleet right there. I just gotta
At your command.
make a small recruitment here, so we have the full complement of swords. Now we have to fight this Roman army here to get new cash, so we can have the buildings and all that.
For death
The
and
full,
honor.
okay, 19 units, but it's still quite a lot. You can see that the Roman have legionary troops and some Romanized units of Scutaris and auxiliaries and a Balearic. Unfortunately for the enemy, ooh, this is their king. That's good for me, but I can kill him. Unfortunately for the AI, they're at sea. They're not on land. We'll wait until we have clear weather. Thank you.
Assault ships
All
ready
their
for
big
orders.
fleet, all big ships will be in the center, with ramming on.
Ready for orders.
Lighter boats will be on the flanks, ready to assist in case that the enemy manages to board me. I just make sure that I pace myself tactically so I can get a good ram on most of their units, and then still be able to protect the one ship that I will have to close.
Sons of Ares.
Anyway, let's just start the battle here
Ready,
and
willing
start
and able.
ramming them.
Your orders. When the history of this day is written,
Paris, Lancia,
he will say that we were outnumbered and in danger.
the enemy is
But
quite,
he will also say that we went forward like men.
they're very slow because they
Stand
don't have,
to.
this is not
Attack! Ships ready.
army of,
Support ships at your command.
this is not a fleet
Ships
for
ready.
fighting really, but like, hey, we get rid of them here, they move much easier. Will also allow us to take Sicily for ourselves. We don't want the Romans to land in Sicily with an army and take everything.
Moving
So
out.
here for Everton, and then just
Support ships ready.
this one.
Ready for orders. Move out. Moving out. Warriors of Macedon.
We're gonna take some javelin damage here. I hope the Romans have not invented the Quintus Corpus. You can see that those archers were
Ready, willing,
they were good enough
Assault ships
to
ready for orders. Commander.
they were good enough to
Assault
ram
ships reporting.
the transport.
Support ships at your command.
So we're gonna keep
Assault ships
doing
ready to
that.
attack. Assault ships ready for orders. Ready, willing and able. Assault ships ready to attack. Ready for orders. Assault ships.
This now it will be probably be a ram.
Kyrie.
Of the army losses kick in. That's good for me.
Assault ships ready for
Fortunately, the enemy is too tight. If we get them here,
Assault ships.
the enemy's just gonna try to get escape, but they have nothing to. Yay! That's a very good thing that we killed off this army, because as you can clearly see by the chevrons, this was a very experienced army.
We still have a good wind.
Admiral, thank you
Yes.
very much. Let's see what. Ah, ha. Okay, so Demetrius, a land general, he got himself into a boat. Well, we gotta upgrade his general abilities then, I guess. And we must also replace him. If he's we don't want to, let's hire him instead, so that we can free up Demetrius for future missions at the 750 or 180. That's quite a lot. 450. This is sort of like the more balanced, I think. 1,600 for 600. This is the best ship, I think, for the price.
Yes.
Like the others are expensive, and you generally don't need that many big ships. So yeah. How many armies do I have? Can I get another governor? Okay, I've used up my army capability. So now I need to get up to the next level here in the Imperium before I can have more. Yes, the Germans,
On the move.
they will just keep rebelling, and we are just going to hopefully draw out the armies. I will get this next turn, and let's try to find ourselves another Roman fleet or something.
Your
But
next
we gotta
command.
go. Carthage won't be happy about me trespassing, but what are they going to do? They've almost been wiped out anyway. If they can't defend their territory, then they shouldn't really say anything. See, we won't upgrade this because this will mean that we'll have to pay for the maintenance. Winter now, so that also means that we have deficit in public order everywhere. Yeah, we took Sarmis de Gattusa for all extra morale and more wealth from culture. Anyway, next round. They're probably attacking my fleet. Yeah. They're having a fleet of their own. The Quintrim versus Pentreth. So these are quite good ships. These are lighter ships. These are also lighter ships. So the enemy has mostly lighter troops here, but this is a navy after all. So yeah, will be interesting. One advantage we have is that the enemy armies are going to come in separately. So they are not going to attack together as one. So we'll have the same sort of formation with heavy ships in the center and then lighter on the wings. Then we'll have to see. Let's try to route these troops quickly and efficiently. And then the enemy will get a debuff because of their admiral has been killed. These troops we can sort of sail to the flank, so they are threatening. And then these troops can go in here.
To the oars!
So it should be like we will level the playing field quite quickly. All of those wind streams and heavier ships coming in here. Can use support ships for that, and also heavier ship. Have the same amount of health.
By your command!
Go,
Weapons ready!
50%.
Assault ships ready for orders! Ships at
Attack,
your
attack,
command!
attack.
Assault
Think.
ships ready for orders! Crewed and ready! Assault ships ready to attack!
50%.
Assault ships
What do you
ready
mean?
for orders!
Go in here.
Assault ships report
Attack
out.
that one. 89,
await
okay,
your
one
command.
more.
At your
Try
command.
to get
Support ships at
these
your command.
troops there,
Assault
try to
ships
get them,
ready to attack.
then try to form up.
Assault ships ready to attack.
Well, they didn't get an attack. They managed to board, that's not good. We gotta get in one more ram. Get one of those lighter ships there.
Support
Try to get a
ships
ram on
commanded
these
and waiting.
3 ships here. That will probably be 1 for 1.
Assault ships reporting.
Ooh, not
Ships
okay,
waiting.
I suffered more
Ready
than
for
them.
orders. Ships at your command.
Okay, let's get some ram here, that's
Assault
good.
ships
Keep going
ready for
here.
orders. Support ships ready.
Okay, good that they're ramming each other. Anyway, let's try to continue ramming these units here.
Sons of Ares.
And also try to ram
Attack.
this
Red
general.
Sons of Macedon. Assault ships reporting.
Okay, he needs to run away. He's getting
Rude and
getting
ready.
himself vulnerable.
Ready, willing, and
We can't
able.
forget about the
By your
heavier
command.
Roman ships.
Commander, smack them down.
Yeah, they're all coming in here now with
Crewed
too
and
many
ready.
troops.
Assault ships ready
So
for
now is
orders.
probably where I will get
Sons of
overwhelmed,
Macedon. Assault ships reporting.
which will be
Assault
unfortunate.
ships reporting. Ships ready. Aye. Assault ships ready to attack. Ships at your command. Assault ships ready to attack.
Ah,
Moving out.
there we go. Got
Commander,
some troops going in
ships
there.
waiting.
Go ram,
Ready
ram,
for
ram.
orders. Assault
Ram
ships
there,
ready for
ram
orders.
there.
Macedonians
Penceres got
ready.
routed. The Roman my Macedonian general
Assault ships ready for
is
orders.
a little bit in
Ready for
trouble.
orders. Ready, willing, and able. Crewed and ready.
Good, we
We
killed off
await
those
your
marines.
command.
We're fighting now on the land. And we try to get rid of this one. Row hard.
Commander,
Keep ramming in.
ready, willing, and able.
Keep trying
Orders.
to get rid of that.
Martus.
We try to move.
Assault ships
Try
ready
to
for
move.
orders.
Try to move these fleets. Oh,
Support
37,
ships
38.
ready and waiting. Assault ships
They got themselves
ready
a
to
good ram
attack.
on
Ready
me.
for orders. Assault ships ready for
Good.
orders of Macedon. Force use.
It's not like this. It's not
Crewed
going.
and ready.
It's not going to cost me this one. It will.
Force use. Ships waiting.
I will hoping that I will be able to survive long enough
Support
though,
ships. Ships waiting.
or
Assault
enough
ships
ships
ready
will
to
survive.
attack.
will probably have to retreat my supply. Ooh, because my fleet is starting to die. Oh, I have this fleet also. They're not doing anything. Come on, do something. Come on. Sometimes smaller ships are better.
Your orders, Strategos. Attack.
I can survive, but I can't thrive.
Ready. Hack them down.
Oh, try to get this
At your command.
there. Try
Support
to
ships.
get rid of that. Those annoying.
Arete. Our missiles await your orders. Ready, willing and able. Show them steel. Ready and awaiting
Go.
orders.
Can we move this fleet here? Try to ram this unit there. Good.
Commander.
And now we survive with this unit here.
Our missiles await
But
your
then we're
orders.
ramming
Assault
here.
ships
We gotta go
reporting.
there.
Assault ships reporting.
Keep
Support
ramming
ships
this
ready and
unit
waiting.
here. We gotta try to survive with our general. Or admiral.
Ready, willing
There
and
we
able.
go, I think. And
Rude and ready.
now we go here. Try to ram that.
Assault ships ready
Try
for
to ram
orders.
that. We
Support
will lose
ships
our
at your
archers.
command.
Enemy
At your
rammed
command.
us, but we can.
Support ships ready.
There we go. So we got ourselves a victory, but it was costly. 100.
Ready, willing and able.
Glory to Macedonia.
Ships waiting. Our missiles await your orders.
Go here and try to get a ram on. Okay, we are losing our marines here. We can't pursue them anymore. It was absolutely costly here. Okay. Oh. And he was, I think it was an Antigonid. Yeah, okay, that's. So I sort of interrupted my future family baby making machines right there by killing off family members. Oh. That is not particularly. But it wasn't Demetrius. So he will need us. He will need a new admiral for the fleet. Yeah, that's bad. We should. Haha, nah, we're not gonna to get that unit. So we got some. We can give the Macedonian nobility this this honor of getting. Yeah, we'll give the Macedonian nobility the time to be. Yeah. This was sad that I lost a family member here. Probably the first time in the campaign that I lost a family member. So that's sad. I'll have to move back to Athens to replenish. Or maybe Taras can do it. Well, Taras can probably do it. Hi. One of my cats are like wanting attention now and saying, "Hey, Daddy, you came home from work. Why aren't you playing with us?" I will get a couple more ships to this fleet. So, the more ships we fleet in the initial clash, the more easier it is for us in the future. We disbanded or destroyed a couple of buildings here. That will allow us to then use that founding for elsewhere.
At your command.
We'll keep moving up now towards the Bastarnos hold here in Petrudava. And after that we will raise this and or we will hold here for the time being, get the enemy rebellion going.
That path is blocked. Commander.
Back here. I wouldn't normally fight this one, but because I have so many elite units, I don't want to lose them, especially not now when I'm in enemy territory, so I'll have to fight this one. And the enemy sell it out, and that's good for me, because it means that my horsemen can be raining, raino, back dry weather, EMA, storm off. I don't have to scare. I'm not scared because those are my archers are very superior to garrison archers. Everything I have is better to what they have. So just gonna form ourselves, Peltas up, have the Peltas ready. With the slingers all on one side, because the enemy doesn't have cavalry, so I will allow the slingers to shoot sideways into the enemy unshielded side. Pretty unnecessary when the enemy is unarmored, but that's how we do things here. Overkill in every possible way. So let's advance up until we meet where we see the enemy. We could technically scout them, but I think they're just dead ahead. Unless they're on a hill, but they attack me, so. Or they chose to sally out. Yes, that means they will.
General! Forward!
They should be around here or maybe there. But I will have to scout out to know for sure. Could be also be a bit below this hill. That's why I don't see them. We'll get a scout with the cavalry till I know where they are, so I can turn properly. They should be straight ahead.
Ready and waiting.
No, they are in the corner, and that's good for them. It gives them a height advantage.
Ready and waiting.
So let's just form ourselves up
Your orders. At speed.
and prepare ourselves for the fight to come.
Tribunos.
It won't be a hard fight. That terrain advantage means very little, because the enemy will be forced to abandon their position due to my superior range. So that my superior range will force the enemy to come to me, unless they just want to die and stand in formation. And if they want to die and stand in formation, that's totally fine by me. Let's speed things up here. I gotta get myself into position first. And we are forming ourselves up. Again, like the swords combination with peltas. The peltas also have armor, and again they're capable to fight. They can fight. They will have 14 melee attack against infantry. But I'm not saying peltas can fight. They are absolutely, and they are also missile resistant. So never. That's their benefit. They have a Durios's shield. That gives them some missile resistance that another type of shield wouldn't have. But you can see that on the shield value that they have.
Ready and waiting.
I will just make the order.
Ready and waiting. Royal thorax.
Let's go here and then have these swords
For
in
the
defense
gods of Olympus.
with the peltas,
Aye.
with heavy lancers or a sacred squadron here on the flank. We don't have to be worried about these Celtic town folks, but they do have bonus versus cavalry, as they are a spear unit. Doesn't say like that, so you can just look, oh, they are just Celtic. Then you're all of a sudden your general dies because you forgot to check that these are actually spears. Not very likely that your general dies, but it can happen. It's always typical when you play Macedonia and then, like, you attack, your Hera, the 200-man bodyguard, loses one man, but it happens to be your king. That's very typical when that happens. That's very... yeah, that's not very fun when that happens. Doesn't happen often, but you never know.
Orders ready and waiting.
You can also get a good charge and all of a sudden your king dies.
At the double. Your orders. Double time.
But we're advancing up now on these slingers. We're gonna hurl our javelins at these town folks. Won't do massive amounts of damage, but it will do some.
Thorax, swordsman.
The enemy will probably start
In service of the
attacking me
people.
very quick soon.
Orders. Thorax,
Let us
swordsman.
advance up the hill some more until our archers are in range.
For Macedon. Orders. For the gods
Commander.
of Olympus. Ready and waiting. Macedon.
Ready and waiting. Missiles ready and
Our
waiting.
classical Greek slingers have now the same range as the Valeric slingers have when they're unupgraded.
Archers.
The archers shoot these Celtic bowmen, retreat with this our general now, because now we're starting to... we're facing a lot. And here we gotta get everybody in formation. Gotta protect ourselves. Don't wanna lose our king, obviously. That's one bowman down, a million to go.
Glory for Macedon.
Here we gotta be careful because those Folksmen are gonna be very, very dangerous. I wouldn't want to fight this one, but the enemy is faster than me, so I won't be able to like hold. Okay, the general died. That's good. Then the slingers, and we're just bracing for the charge. The enemy's town folks are routing. Let's just keep doing that. We can. Okay, that we got the red on that one. I should have placed a waiver on the general, though he's dying rapidly, so now he's dead. So we have essentially gotten ourselves a good position here. Let's hold here. Let's kill those Celtic bows. These station Hawksmen are still firing. We're out of ammunition. We must charge here because they're all garrison troops. We're not. It's not the end of the world for us if we let the enemy. Like we don't need to chase them down. The Thorax swordsmen are taking some damage. Now the enemy is scared, and they will rout momentarily. I have some gaps here, but we can just charge here. We have heavy swords, and they only have spears now, essentially. So we don't have to worry about that. We can move the Peltas to the flank. Let's just check how these javelins land. Looks to be landing well, and they can also kill these soldiers here in the flank. The archers are just shooting whatever they want to kill. Go here, go around. The enemy not looking good.
Riders, advance.
Let's try to get some uphill there with our troop. One charge here in the flank should really demoralize them. Here we get here. Let's get fog. Oh, let's wait so we are actually know where to how to go. There we kill that one. Let's go for the fog. Right here. Retreat here. because it's unnecessary for us to fight in a head-on
By
against
your
football.
command. Ready and waiting.
There, our
Missiles ready
slingers
and
can now
waiting.
shoot sideways.
General, Tribuna,
Ready.
The Agimas are going to massacre these troops when they start frontal movement. The enemy should just get their army losses now. But they did get to their ammunition. Well done, Agimas. Now we got the resource of taking away from the Petrodavians, and it is, let's see what does this do? Less heavy recruitment cost. Let's disband this one, let's get a farming here and disband this one. Now we have to hold Petrodava for a while. And then we'll have to see. But it's a good thing that we can get some replenishment. Yeah, okay, we can get replenishment in this. So it's not a hopeless case. We can just be here and still fight the Romans.
at your command.
The army in Taras can go all the way against the Syracusans right now. Or I can go towards Panormos, but it would make sense to go towards Carthage. Or I mean the Syracusans. Or should I try to get a non-aggression pact with Carthage and just take Panormos and then Akragas? We have those two provinces there and try to keep Carthage alive as they are at war with Rome. Well, thing is, like I generally want all the provinces when I have started taking it. I want to complete them. This will provide me with some extra money.
Advance.
Yeah. So our objective, in order to free up a new army, take Sicily, take the Dacian provinces. The Dacians are quite easy to deal with. You have only one village each there, and then they have Ulivaba. Or maybe I can, let's just check if the Bastarans are at war with any other faction. They're at war with the Daciai, not with the Scythians. That means I'll have to liberate this territory. I could get this unit myself, but they have no armor. And I can always get mercenaries if I want to have that. This can also be recruited. Let's get ourselves some. What do we want here? Want to get this one? Or do we gonna go for sanitation? Public order bonus. Well, that would help me out a little bit. The enemy is starting to... Well, it's sort of like a stalemate here. They can't deal with my army, but I can't spread out my armies wide enough to deal with them.
We hunger for battle.
Syracuse. Yeah, I can fight them on the walls, absolutely. They have no archers per se. Well, maybe they are ships. No, not really. So, but I'm afraid that I would like sort of starve.
Fleets reporting.
I need to have these fleets nearby. in order for them to in order to get supply to the army. I'm also a little bit worried about the rebellions, as I don't really have the culture there in Sicily. Let's see how long I'm playing. A little bit more than 2 hours. Anyway, go for... And do I really want to deal with another potential threat from Carthage? Once I've taken this, I will have to hold Sicily, and now to repel Rome and Carthage in that case. But Carthage is not a threat anymore. It's the Romans, and ironically, letting the Romans take over Africa actually makes life easier, as because of the Numidians and Carthaginians' tendency, especially in Numidians, they go with very heavily missile-based armies. So it means that this army, which is quite melee-oriented, even though I have some elite archers and slingers, or let's say that if it was the old army, like this one,
At your command.
if this old army, very heavy army, went to Numidia, I could probably advance. But these bronze pikemen would take so much damage because I wouldn't have enough ammunition to deal with all their skirmishers, potentially. So it would make it very hard for me. But
My wit and words are yours.
let's just take this one. We'll try to finish off this, or at least this one first, and then we'll go for this. Then we'll go for this. Finish it off, so that we have less. Well, we'll get free up some more options for the buildings.
We hunger for battle.
Can we get another? I meant we can't get a new governor. This situation is starting to stabilize, but taking a lot. Public order is getting better. Here it's stable. Here they're just gonna keep rebelling here. We got to put another library right there. Reduce the maintenance a little bit. Free up some more cash. It will save the money here. Would be like scary if the Romans went all the way around there down to Egypt, taking that over and coming through here. But they got Africa, so kudos to them. I thought they were a little bit,
Commander,
because Italy was taken rather easily, and but they managed to survive here in Iberia, and now they prosper. Iberia is a rich province after all. Probably that. No.
Can I be of assistance?
I know the governor got himself some experience.
Commander.
Can add here the tax rate. Here, and then go up again. You can also try to change some too, so these men will now have a lot of. I'm really surprised that some twos actually get thorax pikemen without a barracks also. But yeah, it will be like one turn. Then I will have to party in some Katuza, and then I can move out again. Time for us to make a decision here about Carthage. Do we declare war on them? It should be a yes. Yes, let's declare war on Carthage. Let's take Syracuse for ourselves. We have no vassals, and they're at war with a lot of people.
We take this settlement!
I could take everything here. Oh, a tortoise. Yeah, let's go for that one. That can break a wall with a couple of blows. That could be very handy if you're going for ladders on one side, and then we can get a tortoise on the other. On the other hand, it would be sort of fun to just attack with one ladder. Anyway, let's make a siege. 2 turns, then attack. We will also maintain this, or make a blockade on the Carthaginian Syracusan lands to reduce it even more. Now it will be 7 turns. They will start to suffer attrition, because if they don't have any anti-attrition building. Still a deadlock right here. And here we'll already shown that Bastarnos is just keeping their fleet right there. They are not moving it. They're not utilizing it. So we'll wait 2 turns before the Carthaginians sally out. Well, they won't sally out, but we will attack them. One advantage also with Agimas is, of course, their very high attack. They're so high, they have even better defense and attack than my swordsmen, and there are more men in them. But they're elite class, so we have to worry about that part.
What do you wish of me?
Foreman, you Mr. Well, ladders, is holding. Yeah, now we get a little bit more aggregate. Yeah. Thank you for the extra money, I guess.
Battle!
Got a couple hundred more in income, so it's not like it was a hopeless case of going with the agricultural.
At once!
It wasn't a mistake to do so. It was
Ready for
good.
orders. Advance!
Good technology. I think I got 800 from that, so that's not bad. Ooh, now it's one turn until a rebellion will come here in Fukugawa. Should we let them rebel? Or should we let them... Let's go for... I could get from master armor and then we'll have that full pot done. And if we could get siege units, it would be very good. Reduction of siege, we got the fortress now. Let's go for this agriculture again. And let's try to get the Dacian under control. If we're able to. Ah! Damn it! That was a waste of money. Anyway, let's see where Narbo... Yeah, that was a lot of money going in for one in attack. The enemy is suffering. I'm not. Oh, I'm suffering a little bit. Yes, now we'll get one more ladder. Or maybe I should go for light siege power. Let's go for light siege powers here. It will be like... yeah, let's do that. Continue the siege.
None will escape!
Next turn we attack. I know I can just scroll through the regions, but I prefer like this, like sort of see where the enemy is and all that. Our Hellenistic culture is going up. It's gonna take a while to get Macedonia under control. So can't do much, but yeah. Unfortunately, Cyrene they declared for Carthage. I think they joined the Carthage side here. So I must now also be wary.
Wish of me.
Yeah, I got this level 10 governors. Got themselves everything he could.
Ready for orders.
And this one will just increase the tax rate and also, of course, increase public order and our civilian technology. There are very high emphasis on getting our research done as much as possible. We got troops. This is building up. The Daci is coming up with an army. Dacian Thorax swordsmen, maybe in a few. Ooh, the Dacian elite folksmen. Like generally, they need to fight 10 battles in order to do so. The Petrogavians are not, or the Bastard. Oh, they will have a rebellion here somewhere. I don't know exactly where the rebellion will be. I would guess Sarmiska Tusa has a small garrison. Petrodava doesn't really have a garrison, so I would... well, they have the Greek militia prepared. Yeah, so Sarmiska Tusa is actually more vulnerable than Petrogava in terms of garrison right now. That's unbelievable. 82,000 population in our capital. And of course, if I don't recruit for a very long time, like this population is just going to build up everywhere. Everywhere where I don't recruit any units, every turn they get new population, that in turn adds to the taxes. Anyway, we'll wait one more turn there in Carthage. I don't know, there's a lot of things to do. Or maybe I'm just circling because if I would find something, aha, do this, then yeah. Where is probably in Dacia. We probably have a fleet battle right now or a naval battle. An army, okay. Let's see the Roman army in action. Lots of auxiliary Scutaris and well, a couple of. That's a very good cavalry unit. Yeah, let's fight this one. It'll be fun.
What are you waiting?
Fortunately, we have like elite skirmishers, so that will help. They will have more damage than an average Greek archer would have had. We have got to keep our peltas close, because the closer they are, the less likely we are of friendly casualties. They have suffered quite a few of that in the last few battles. We gotta keep them close and ready. The enemy cavalry will be very armored, so it's a good thing we have peltas, but we gotta keep these secret squadrons safe. Most of our things have armor. Will the enemy have armor? Yes. But they will not be able to reach the sword pikes. But this is a new army also. They haven't fought many battles. They have some velites here. But they are decent in combat against other light missile troops. So they have aggression and they have javelins. Then of course the enemy also have some Balearics right here. We will have to move up to meet them to speed this process up. But I will try to shoot the javelineers first, as that is sort of their Roman strength would be to how would a Roman army beat this Macedonian army or a successor kingdom army for that matter. Well, they would use javelins because and if you're a successor kingdom and you have pikemen, you'll always have to form up in a line. That is a very predictable thing. The Romans don't really have to be in a line. They can just use lots of javelineers, rush up, and then just kill your pikemen or weaken up one section of the pikemen, because you can move up here, shoot sideways. Always shoot the unshielded side of your enemy units, but you gotta shoot here. I'm a little bit scared of these anti-Segnetae, but I will have to accept that I will lose quite a few pikemen right here, and the enemy is charging up, but my peltas will probably be able to shoot, and I also get some shots off with my but it will be a devastating charge. I will lose horsemen here, and they have bonus versus infantry. That doesn't help against that doesn't make things easier for me.
Missile infantry ready. Archers!
So we got one cavalry unit. Let's hunt down the other one. The enemy heavy cavalry is attacking my general.
Proud sons of Macedon!
You see the Agimas are taking damage. Like it's not just because you're an elite unit absolutely does not mean that they are immune to damage. Absolutely not. And the enemy AI is doing the correct thing by hurling javelins at these units. We also have a Balearic Slinger right here that I will have to deal with, and my swordsman can might as well start hurling.
Royal Thorax Swordsman!
Let's just move around.
Companion Cavalry! Royal
Okay,
Thorax
let's
Swordsman!
charge in here. I need
Warriors
to
of
attack.
Macedon! Ready and waiting! Ready! Ready and waiting!
Okay, we got one unit here. I gotta free up.
Royal Thorax Swordsman! Melee infantry!
Let's use our heavy swords against enemy spears. We now got the cavalry here.
Melee troops!
Let's charge in here. The Roman
Axis!
Batari spearmen are apparently winning against my thorax.
General! By your orders! Taxis! Quick!
Let's attack here and try to get here. Rid of that. Powries are
Proud
winning.
sons of Macedon! Missile infantry ready!
Let's
Orders!
position ourselves.
Orders!
Don't want to fight
Hades
this head
can
on.
wait.
You can see the Agimas are taking damage. Like they're not. They are taking a lot of damage.
Peltasts!
Fortunately, we
Missiles
now have
awaiting
an
targets.
edge
Royal Thorax
against this
Swordsman!
sword.
Peltasts! Warriors of Macedon! Royal Thorax Swordsman!
Let's attack here. Try to.
Royal Thorax
But this is
Swordsman!
bad because they're weakening up my. So the battles for the sieges are just going to be harder now
Royal Thorax
due
Swordsman!
to all of this fighting. I want to deal with all their missile troops. That will sort of free up.
Royal Thorax Swordsman!
Go in here,
Melee troops
go
awaiting
round.
Hades
Balearic
can
slingers
wait.
go to the flank
Awaiting targets.
and shoot whatever. Go round. Keep fighting the legionaries. And hey, Cretans, don't go there. Hold here. Okay,
Royal Thorax Swordsman!
we're getting a formation
Melee
3.
infantry ready.
Enemy's using a rally.
Advance!
Let's try to get the anti-Hagi. They're well armored but a bit slower.
Awaiting targets.
The Roman legionaries should be winning there.
Hades can
Okay,
wait.
let's get our general right here so we can deal with this legionary. Because obviously these legionaries are very, very tough.
Royal Thorax Swordsman!
And I shouldn't fight them. I'm starting to get tired, so I should retreat.
Peltasts! Proud
I'm
sons
attacking from
of
behind here
Macedon!
just to try to get some extra. But the legionaries are very, very well armored. They can take it. But they won't be able to take a full charge here.
Engage! Ready and waiting!
I don't have a scare general right here. But I want to deal with these troops.
Spartus! Royal Thorax Swordsman!
Yeah, I will retreat with this there. Route this, turn around. Yes, that should be fine. Fall back here with the Balearic.
Ready and waiting!
And then hunt down these men with the Legionnaire. Peltas the Legionnaire.
Missile infantry at
Yeah,
your
use the
command.
Peltas to hunt down Legionaries.
Orders!
We don't want to fight this army again. You can see that the Gimas are taking damage. This is a hard fight.
Companion cavalry. Riders at the
Let's
double.
try to charge down to the party and route this legionary that seems to be taking quite a few
Charge!
losses.
Royal Thorax,
Ooh, the
missile
enemy's
infantry.
starting to go here on the flanks. I must retreat with my cavalry and deal with them.
General!
That Javelineer, fall back to the General.
Royal Thorax swordsman.
Balearics are now out of ammunition, so they can
Peltasts. Charge!
try to deal with the Scutaris. And all of a sudden, I don't feel like attacking Syracuse anymore.
Missiles awaiting target. Royal
The enemy may have militia troops, but
Sons of Ares.
Companion cavalry.
their numbers might be the decisive factor. Here, I want to deal with this.
Royal Thorax
Attack
swordsman.
here, attack here,
Macedonians
attack
ready.
here.
Has anybody seen the stand of resistance?
Let's
Companion
try to
cavalry.
kill off their general. They're using slingers here when getting to the flank of the enemy.
Heavy cavalry
Let's
ready
try
and
to attack these. Okay, army losses kick in now. We must let us kill the legionaries now. Yes, continue to fight.
Orders ready. Ready and waiting.
Attack.
Your orders. Missile infantry.
General, tell us!
Veterans, calm them down.
Look at all these losses that these swordsmen suffer. Gonna hunt down this Roman army. It's very powerful. Oh no, look, my beautiful Agimas just took a lot of them.
General, charge! To forward!
Commander.
Companion cavalry!
Well done. There's no Roman units there. Oh, absolute. Sorry, there they are. Okay, they're actually gonna get away probably. Let's deal with that. This is gonna pop the
Ready and waiting.
Peltas will have to deal with that, and the slingers. Just in case the Peltas get tired, then we have something else. Okay, that should be good enough. Only 3 units there, so they are not a threat. Now we can turn around, deal with all units here. Why are we not attacking this Praetorian? Because he is slower and the Peltas might be able to catch up. These men hurls javelin that suffered all of these casualties, took all the majority of the losses of these Aeginas were from the javelins. So obviously I wanted to deny the Romans javelins if they would attack me again. Regarding the siege of Syracuse, I'm not confident that these men can do it now. I will starve them out, but I can probably charge in with the tortoise quickly, form a pike wall if the enemy doesn't expect me, just drain their resources everywhere else, and that could work.
Warriors of Macedon!
Once I'm inside the walls, it shouldn't be difficult. Can't we kill the enemy general? Is he dead? Apparently not. But now he is, right? Oh, he runs away there. Would be funny if that was a general and he's survived until now. Seems overkill, but we can't allow that general to live. Glad that the Peltas did quite well. Yeah, he got most of their troops. But oh, the Numidian Javelineers got away. Sometimes there's a bug with the tortoise that even if you breach a wall, no units can cross or go through that wall. And that's very annoying when that happens, when the tortoise gets in the way of the opening and you can't go through it. So, but it would be easiest thing for me to win this siege is to attack or have the ladders everywhere else, spread the defenders thin, attack with the tortoise, go in with Agimas in the city, form myself a wall, fight the militia hoplites. I win! Foreign trader, eh? No. Okay, nothing.
To victory!
I'm supplied by sea. That gives me some comfort. Let him trade. That's almost 3 hour video now. I don't want to make it too lengthy for you. But damn, this winter. Why is it everywhere so bad public order? for most places anyway. Must be winter. Anyway, next in the beginning of next episode, we will have our fight for Syracuse, and then we will have to see like what movements and all that. But probably it will be sort of the same here for a while here in Germania, and they're having rebellions now in Dacia that I will have to quell. And I also like it would favor me to take these two provinces here, so have this region secure, and then I can do something else, the liberate to Liba, for example. But I wouldn't have to worry about that. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed.